If you pick the wrong niche, your business is going to fail, and that's on period. One of the reasons why it's extremely difficult for working professionals to transfer their skill set into a monetizable business is because they pick the wrong niche, a niche that people are unwilling to pay for. But in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the exact strategy needed so that you're able to pick a profitable niche. You're also able to validate the demand of that niche. And I'm also going to be sharing with you multiple businesses that are making over 10K on a month-to-month basis. Now, if you stay with me till the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a strategy that is almost guaranteed success, a strategy that would ensure that you're picking a profitable niche. Now, let's dive right in. Now, you might have a skill or you're very passionate, but if people are unwilling to pay for that skill or passion, it is not a business. It's going to end up being a hobby, because people have got to pay for that skill in order for it to make sense and in order for you to be able to monetize it. So it's not just about you having a skill. It's not just about you having a passion. What do people think about that skill? How valuable is it to the next person? That is what matters. And that's how I want you to think. One of the mistakes that so many people make today is the fact that when they're picking a niche, they're picking a niche that sounds cool, a niche that sounds nice, or they're picking a niche that is too broad that they are unable to stand out. But you've got to ensure that you're picking the right niche, a niche that makes you stand out, a niche that is not just cool on paper, but cool in your bank account. Because that's the whole purpose, right? We want to monetize our skill. That's why we're here. The same way we're able to monetize our skill and get ourselves a job, right? If it didn't make sense to the company, will the company hire you? No. The same thing applies in the business world. It has to make sense to people, and people have got to see value in it in order for them to be able to pay you. Now, in order for you to avoid these mistakes, you have got to pick a niche in a sector, in an area where people are already paying for it. Now, how do you do that? I'm going to be sharing my 3-point profit strategy that ensures you do so. Now, the first point is the fact that you've got to figure out whether this skill is one that people are already paying for. How do you find out? All you have to do is go on Amazon. When you click on that skill, are there books on it? If you go to udemy.com, for example, are there courses on that skill? The more books, the more courses you see, that tells you that people are already paying for this skill, and you just have to figure out how to stand out in the same industry so that people can start paying you. That's one of the ways you ensure that you're picking a profitable skill. You can also go on Facebook. Are people asking questions? Go on Quora. If you're on TikTok or YouTube, are people asking these questions? Are there lots of videos where people are answering this question? That gives you a pointer that this is an high demand, and I've just got to find my own flavor to put to it so the people can find me and pay me for my skill. It's important. Let's not waste our time just setting out on a business journey that might end up being fruitless. But when you apply these strategies that I'm sharing today, you will thank me later. Now, let me give you an example. If you click on career, whether it's on Amazon, on Udemy, on TikTok, on YouTube, you are going to see lots of content relating to that topic. And that's because there's a lot of demand for it, right? So that way you're able to know that, okay, if I have a career or if I have a skill set when it comes to career, I can help people find the right career. I can help people find jobs or whatever it is in that area. Then that tells you that, oh, they're already paying people for it. There are lots of books on it. There are lots of courses on it. There are lots of videos on it. There are lots of people asking questions on it. That gives you a pointer that you are going in the right direction. Now, the second point that ensures that you're picking a profitable niche is this. Is this skill solving a deep problem or a deep desire? People are going to pay you to fix their problems, or people are going to pay you to give them what they want. For example, you see reasons why anything regarding our health is making so much money because a lot of us are bothered about our health. Many of us either want to lose weight, add weight, feel confident, feel beautiful. And so there's so many factors within the health sector that keeps making money day after day because There are lots of people that care about their health. There are lots of people that want to feel beautiful. And there are so many ways that different people with their skill set can help you achieve that goal. Another one is when it comes to wealth. There are lots of books related to wealth. There are lots of courses, lots of videos, because everyone wants financial freedom, right? You don't want to waste your time just doing something because you love to do it. Does the world care about it? Is it a deep problem you're trying to solve, or is this a deep desire? It's got to be that if you want to make money by monetizing your skill set. Now, the third point that will guarantee that you're picking a profitable skill is to ensure that you have a unique angle or advantage, right? It's one thing for you to say you want to go into the health sector, right? What about it do you want to do? For example, let's say you're very good with fitness, you've achieved it for yourself, you want to achieve it for other people. Fitness is such a vague and broad category. What area in fitness do you want to focus on, right? For example, rather than just focus on fitness coaching, you could focus on helping busy professionals over the age of 40 achieve their weight goals. That gets you to be very specific. You're looking for a specific people. Let's say you are in that age group and you know how difficult it is for you to lose weight at that age. You're able to then share the tips and the tricks that you use to be able to achieve that goal. Because losing weight for a 40-year-old is different from losing weight for a 20-year-old. Their metabolism is not the same. Rather than just focus on career coaching, or rather than just focus on wealth, there's so many segments that you can focus on. For example, I am focused on helping working professionals who are ready to monetize their skill, who are ready to achieve financial freedom, who are ready to stop relying on their 9-to-5 salary, achieve financial freedom by monetizing their skill set. I am a working professional. I have side hustles. I have multiple businesses. I want financial freedom. I do not want to rely on my 9-to-5. And so I'm doing things on a day-to-day basis to ensure that I achieve that goal. And now I'm helping other people achieve the same. So it's not just about your skill, right? It's not just about your passion. What about it is unique? What is that approach that you can bring into that industry? Because guess what? You're not going to be the first person to do it. But what's going to make you different? What is going to make people come after you? What is that uniqueness to the approach that you're offering people that makes them choose you over other people? Because remember that my first point said that you have to ensure that you're picking a niche that people are already paying for. So if people are already paying for it, that means you have competition. But how do you stand out? That is the question you've got to answer. Now, let's talk about some of the real world examples of businesses that are making over 10K per month. You know, the other day I met with a career coach, but she's not just a career coach, right? She is helping people who have stayed stuck in their jobs either ask for a pay increase or go find other jobs with their wealth of experience to increase their pay. She's been very specific. These are people who have spent 5 years, 6 years, 8 years in the same career, and they've just been getting that $3,000 extra per year or 1% increase, and they just feel stuck and they feel drained. And she is helping people, have that confidence, have that skill, put together their wealth of experience in a way that they can present it to the organization and demand for higher pay. And if the organization says no, she's giving them the options to be able to package that same experience and go apply for a job. And she's providing them the tools and the resources that they need to do so. And she's earning over 10K per month. I have another friend who is an Instagram growth expert, and she's helping business owners build an amazing profile online so that they're able to actually connect with their customers on social media and make sales from those platforms. Now, there's so many business owners who are not very savvy when it comes to social media because maybe they are much older or they're not just tech savvy. And so she's bringing our skills to play, right? She's young, she's vibrant, she is always on every platform. She knows how it works. She knows all of the latest updates, and she knows how to put it to work. She knows how to build, a following. She knows how to create captivating content. And so she has package that into an offer, and she's selling that to business owners because business owners, they need clients, they need leads. And so she has Package a skill in such a way that it's valuable to business owners and business owners are paying for it. And she's making over 10K per month. Now, I'm not saying that you've got to pick social media or career or business. I'm giving you an idea to be able to think beyond just your skill. What can you do with that skill? What is that valuable thing that you can do? For example, have a skill set of speaking. I'm very good at speaking. I know how to convince people. I know how to inspire people. I know how to get people to work and bring action out of people. But it's one thing for you to just know how to talk. What are you going to talk about that is meaningful? What are you going to talk about that people are willing to pay for? Because it's not everything that people are willing to pay for. There's certain things that you're going to talk about that no, people don't really care about. Even if it's nice to hear, no, I'm not going to pay for that. Right? Because I can probably Google that and hear the same thing, right? So people want transformation. So out of all the things in the world I can talk about, I chose to speak about skill monetization because I do not only want financial freedom for myself, I want financial freedom for everyone around me. And I know that building wealth is such a big and deep desire to many people. So this is something that people are willing to pay for. And that's how I want you to think so that you can do the same for yourself. Now, one mistake I do not want you to make is this. Do not pick a niche that you like. Pick a niche that people want. There's a difference. It's okay for you to want it, but people have to want it more than you want it. That's what brings money to you. So for example, let's say you love to read, right? Don't go start a business where you want to be reviewing books for people. Like, who cares about it? Now, a few people probably care about it, right? But not as much as you teaching other people how to read books faster or how to source for information quickly so that they're able to use it to apply it in their own personal lives. You see the difference, right? You love to read. What are the skills that helps you to be able to read quickly? How are you able to dissect information from reading, right? Now, help people be able to do the same thing with that skill set and find ways that that skill can add value to their lives. That is how you create an advantage and you build a niche that helps you to stand out. After you've validated the fact that people are already paying for it and people are willing to pay you for it. So if I were to be starting all over again and building a 10K per month business from scratch, I would definitely be doing things this way. I'm going to be picking a niche that people are already paying for. I'm going to be picking a niche where I have a unique advantage to offer. I'm going to be picking a niche where it's either a big problem I'm trying to solve or a deep desire. That way, I am guaranteed to be able to find my first client within the first 30 days, and I don't have to waste my time, waste my energy, or waste any of my resources. And that's exactly what I want you to do. So I don't want you to limit yourself to the skill set that I've shared in this video, but I want you to use the same approach, the same formula that I would use if I were to start my business from scratch today, so that you don't have to waste your time. And in less than 30 days, you are able to click your first client and start your side hustle business. I hope today's video was pretty fun for you. And remember that we're still on our 10-part series of what I would do if I were to be building a 10K per month business from today. Now, in the next video, I'm going to be walking you through how to build an irresistible offer, an offer that your clients will be crying and pulling you and telling you, come, take my money. I'm ready to work with you. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. And remember that if you need a more personalized help, if you need one-on-one coaching to guide you through the steps so that you don't have to go through all the hassle and you can have a roadmap to getting you exactly what you want, reach out to me. My details are in the description of this video, and I'll share with you how you can get started today in monetizing your skill. Thank you very much for spending another time with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.